Ladies, gents, how's it going? Random Gary here. I thought I'd do another video. In this one, we're going to be looking at British soldiers in a firefight in Afghanistan. And yeah, as we go through it, I'll be stopping and talking about some of my thoughts, some of my feelings, some of my reflections, what I've seen in this video. If you don't know, my background is I spent 12 years in the British Army. I was part of a fire support team coordinating joint fires, so artillery, aircraft, helos, precision weapon systems. And I'd get integrated and join in with the infantry fighting troops on a normal basis. I also received the nation's second highest award for gallantry, the Conspicuous Gallantry Cross. So quite experienced, and hopefully bringing in another layer of understanding to what I see within these videos. Let me know your thoughts. Please comment below. Let's check out this video. Bunker 530, give them a check out if you haven't seen them already. Superb content. That pop, that bang, and then you hear a whistle. I would put my money on that being a 107 Katyusha rocket system. You would hear the thump of it initiating, and then you'd hear the whistle of it coming in. Interesting point, if you hear a noise, a whistle going from high to low, it normally means that it's going away from you. I always find if they made the opposite noise from low to high, then it was coming in on you and you knew it was going to be a close one. So yeah, these guys reacted pretty quickly. They've probably been under fire for this for quite some time, and it looks like they were pretty prepared. Oh, and followed up with small arms. Small arm burst. So this guy here is sending out what we call a fire control order. So he's telling his troops, so he would say that the group that he wants to engage, the range, the distance that he wants them to engage, the indication, so what it is he wants them to engage. Is it a bush? Is it a tree? Is it a wall? And finally, he would tell them the type of fire for that engagement. So this is called a fire control order, and it's our method of maximizing our fire on the ground to hopefully win the firefight against the enemy. Good stuff. Another different one here is what you've got is troops firing through cover. This was one of my biggest lessons in Afghanistan. We always used to do our practice where you'd set up on walls, you would set up on you know, looking above and over stuff. The enemy quite often engaged us through cover, and that's cover from sight and cover from fire. So it's brilliant for them to do. So they could engage us, only present a very small window for us to engage back at them, and it was, yeah, it was a great lesson to learn. That's a close one. I didn't hear anything coming in there. I wonder if they're being hit from the flank from an RPG. I wonder if it's a mortar round dropping, but that is these guys here in this huddle. They are a lucky bunch right there. Good drills there. Look at him. He stepped away from that position there where he was engaging through. He stepped away. He's got back, put his head down. Magazine, just throw it on the ground in these situations. No point putting it away in your pouch like they teach you in training. Just get it down, get a new magazine on, get back in the firefight as soon as you can.
Good lads. Fuck, that was a direct hit.
If I was involved in the calling in of that bomb, I wouldn't like people filming that close. That's a bit too close, but it's hard to stop troops whenever you're in these situations, isn't it? Another instance of being able to see the enemy moving right up into position, not being able to engage them because of the rules of engagement. I'm not going to get into that because that's operational security. But there was quite often where you would watch enemy troops moving into position. You had a 90-95% belief that they were there to do bad things, but still we were out there to do a job. We were out there to do it to the best of our ability, and if that meant that sometimes that the enemy could move in and engage us, that's what we done. That was the reality of the situation. It sounds unbelievable, but it's the position we find ourselves in. Again, good drills, dropping down, taking cover, popping another round into the 40 mil. The only thing that they could maybe do here is once you drop down, move your position, move it by about 5 or 6 foot left or right, so that you're not coming up in the same place. If you got a sharpshooter sat there, he's watched you dropping down, he's going to have his crosshairs remaining on that spot for you to pop back up. So drop down, do a reload, move position, back up again, engage the enemy. I have no idea what that was. It just went off. If that might have been some form of denial system, maybe a deck cord wrapped around a load of trees, trying to drop a load of trees. Let's just have a look at that one again there. Ooh. Seemed pretty instantaneous. The only other thing I think it could be off is the A10 Gatling gun, but wow, that's ridiculously danger close, and I didn't hear the telltale signs of being extremely close, within 30 meters off an A10 engaging the ground, and it sounded a little bit different, but again, it's one of these cameras. Oh, didn't hear it. So the second part we're going to cover today is British combat footage. It's British soldiers nearly getting killed by an A10. Let's see if we can hear the forward air controller giving up his 9 line. Let's see if we can hear the pilot confirming that he's happy with the engagement and everything. Hopefully we get a nice big picture, but it's only 1 minute 28. Not sure.
Fuck! Ho ho ho! Nice, did you shit yourself? Nicey!
So it looks like they're in a trench position here, or some form of irrigation. There was actually quite a few trench positions left behind by the Russians. So I have found myself in them before, but also the irrigation through the kind of green zone from the main river that would run through. It would quite often look like these as well. So I can see 2 troops. This is probably camera angle of 3rd troop closest to enemy. And it sounds like that first engagement was quite close to them, and they're having a bit of a laughing giggle about it.
Yeah, we're cool!
So that is extremely close A10. I've experienced that before. Instead of hearing the crack from the rounds landing, you actually feel the thump and the percussion of it, and that became really evident there. This looks like it could be under 50 meters. I was approximately 30 meters, and this sounds very similar. And the unreal thing here is that you see it impacting, you hear the bang of it, you're not quite sure what it is, and then a couple of seconds after you'll hear the drone of the gun itself, the actual sound from the A10, the burst, as many people like to say it. So you'll see this landing, and it's not until you hear the burst that you're like, you know what, that's friendly, that's really close.
Right, pull back, Ken! Pull back!
That burst.
Pull back! Let's go.
Should have been on the radio straight away, saying ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire. Inform those A10 that is too close, dangerously close, because they often work in pairs, and one of the things they can do is the first aircraft will engage a position. If you're happy with the position that's being engaged, you would turn around and say, I'll not say the specifics, but you basically turn around to the second pilot and say, yeah, engage where the first one engaged. And then as that first pilot's pulling away, the second plane comes in. Actually, you can hear a little bit of it on my intro video. It's a bit of a a live mission and real gunfire kind of going on there from an A10. So the first thing you need to do is let that aircraft know and get yourself up and get out of there. These boys are no longer laughing. It's no longer funny. They're in the shit.
Go. Let's go. Hurry up!
This is one of the dangers of being in a situation like this here. You tend to get so focused on getting out of it that you lose your situational awareness. They've hunched up. They're writing alongside one another. I know it's easy to criticize as I'm sat here in my very comfortable chair in a very safe environment, but got to remember those drills even in these kind of situations, because they will save lives.
Come on, let's go! Go on, Nicey, sort yourself out. Shit! Is everyone okay? Yeah, we're cool. Yeah, we're cool. Okay, just shit yourself.
Good drills, gents. Single file, get in line, get moving. Somebody taking control of the situation, getting a grip of the troops who are probably in a little bit of shock, and getting the patrol sorted out. So ladies, gents, hope you enjoyed today's videos. Next up is going to be the Benavides Medal of Honor. I've had quite a few people mentioning that to me. Then I'm going to go ahead with the Willie Appiatta one. What's it like to receive a gallantry award? A humble guy who I've met on a couple of occasions. Hope to see you on the next videos. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon.